Y'all know I had to do it. Let's rock out. Happy Sunday. Shout out to you and yours. Here we go. Welcome back to the Jamar Show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. Back in the flesh. And if you are new here, welcome. Glad to have you. Glad to see you, even though I can't really see you. The way you can make yourself known is leaving a comment down in the comment section. Easy for me to go back and recognize you and shout you out. And of course, we'd like to have you over here, man. It's a lot of game being given. Don't mind me having my morning coffee. And I was a little under the weather. I'm still a little bit under the weather. But I said, bump it. I'm going to show up today. As expected. Shout out to PLP. Right? PLP, the brand. You already know what it is, man. If you want to pick you up something nice, all you got to do is go to plpapparel.net right there on the screen. This is officially designed by your boy as well, right? You got the PLP going down, right? The whole nine. PLP on the back. You know, just some fly shit. Just some fly shit that I came up with. If you're interested in it, like I said, go to plpapparel.net. This is new. This is new for the summer. So I'm gonna be putting that up soon. But designed by me, promote love and positivity, and it's just dope, man. It's gonna be unique. A lot of people ain't got this. Actually, nobody got this except me. So be one of the first ones to have, man, go to plpapparel.net with a whole slew of other shit coming as well. But anywho, also, you know, we gotta give all the social media shout outs before we get into today's topic. Give me a follow on Instagram, man. If you are Instagrammer, drop your IG. I'll give you a follow back. But make it known where you came from too. Just don't follow me. Right? I'm trying to build a following. So if you like, hey man, I saw your show. You know, whatever was dope. Came from YouTube, came from whatever. You know, give me a shout out right there. I appreciate you. So, as you saw in the title, today's topic, we are talking about the dark side of dating. And I kind of just came up with this. Like I said, I've been on this marathon, if you will, about just being a little bit more consistent and pumping shit out. YouTube like that. All the social media like that. They like it for you to be a little consistent. I was taking a different approach and kind of posting that as I may. By the way, one of my videos, man, is starting to surge. I think it took time. I made this video probably 2 years ago, and it was about the struggles in dating in your 30s. And in particular, I was talking about women in that video, and the thumbnail said it's bad for women. That video is starting to catch wind. So it goes back to some of the older videos, man. And at some point, once this thing really crack off, I'm gonna go back and do like a marathon of all these things that I said during this process. But it goes back to everything, and you know this. I don't need to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you again anyways. It's about trusting the process. We gotta trust. Man, these damn sound effects made me think I was spilling my damn coffee. You gotta trust the process, right? You gotta trust it. Even me, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes it's easy to get discouraged when things ain't jumping the way you expect them to. But that's why you put the work in initially, and now you just gotta sit back and be patient, let that thing happen. You did your job. That's it. All you gotta do is show up every day and put the effort in, and then that's it. Let everything else happen. That stuff you can't control. can control is your part. The things your decision making. And let's start off with that. Decision making. The dark side of dating. So I talk a lot about the struggles of what people should be dealing with and how men should approach it and the way the mindset should be. And the divorce rates and all that. But let's just talk about the simple process of dating itself. How difficult the dating process can be. And I think that comes with the territory when you are single. I'm freestyling today, by the way. This is just something I feel. It's something that was on my heart. And I felt like getting it off. No videos, no references. This is just personal experience today. You see how I'm getting professional with it, not coughing all in y'all ear. But anyways, no, serious, man. It's there are situations that I've been through as of late, and I've been going through it since I've been single, since before my ex. It's the nature of the business. It's what comes with being single. It's the uncertainty and with not knowing somebody and putting your best foot forward. And you never really know what somebody got going on either. Like, that's why I try to trust and be the process and be patient. But even me, sometimes you get caught up in the sense of like you understand this shit, and then you get blindsided by a surprise. Like, gotcha, you don't really understand this, and people are still very, very unpredictable. Hell, I just saw a clip recently with Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons about, everybody thought like he wanted her, and once again, he wanted what the idea of her was. He didn't know her then until he got to know her. And even she said, she was like, that's not how I wanted it to end. But, a lot of people are surprised about who I am. They see me in one light and they don't realize that that's TV. That's social media. That ain't who Angela Simmons really is. And that's everybody. When you meet somebody online or you meet somebody in person, same thing, right? You get met with the initial attraction, and then you start to peel back the layers, and then you start to understand that person, who that person is, what that person have been through, what kind of troubles and issues that they deal with. All that junk sounds good on Front Street, and then you start peeling back the layers, and one or two things are going to happen. Either it's going to get worse or it's going to get better, or maybe a little bit of both. But either way, the truth can be told. Because it's only so long you can keep a lie up, or a facade, I should say. And not necessarily a lie sometimes. Sometimes it is a lie. But it's only so much you can keep up with that. Eventually, the cat will have to be let out the bag. So what does that mean? What do you mean when you say that? I mean, like, look, I'll go through the run through. Let's say you meet someone online. Let's start there, because a lot of people are online dating these days. Let's say you meet someone online. Online, the first thing you see is their profile picture. Up and down, boom. Okay, cool. She look cool, he look cool. Hey, we should exchange numbers, talk a little bit. Okay, cool, let's do that. Everything is gravy, everything is popping. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's hit on all cylinders. Conversation good, vibe good, y'all on the same page. Boom, boom, boom. And then guess what? One of y'all ghost each other. Typically, there's a reason. There's always a reason why somebody would ghost you. And most likely, we always know the reason. We know the reason. I've gotten ghosted. It was only one. Actually, I kind of knew the reason too. Yeah. Every time I've gotten ghosted or somebody decided to go a different direction, I low-key knew the reason. I'm like, yeah, I know why you did that. And that's once again, I tell men all the time, that's where you have to take the humble pill, swallow it, and go work on yourself. Not to appease that person, but so hopefully you don't fall into that category again. But what I'm learning in this situation is some things are completely out of your control. I'm gonna tell y'all this, full transparency. And I don't know how true it is, because I mean, you can Google me. But I've heard in my dating experience that this is not my first time actually. So they have these groups online, where you can look people up, like on Facebook or whatever. We dating the same guy type shit. And I popped up there in last place I was at. Some girl, she was crazy, put me up there. I said, hey man, take me up there. That's you tripping. And some chick actually told me, she's like, hey, you popped up here. Nobody said anything bad about you, but I'm like, yeah, some hurt woman. And I'm noticing women and men alike, that's where you go. If you get posted on those groups, unless you are extremely dangerous, and if somebody's extremely dangerous, they should be reported to the cops, to the authorities, not no Facebook group. So I'm gonna say this with all full confidence: if somebody posting somebody in a Facebook group, they're hurt. They probably got ghosted. Like if a man is posting a woman and they, hey, are we dating the same girl? You a bitch. Leave that motherfucker alone, go about your damn business. It's too many women out here for you to be worrying about if men gonna chime in and say, oh yeah, bro, don't mess with her. She this shit. Man, listen, if you have to do that, just leave the motherfucker alone, go about your business. But women are so conniving. Apparently, and I'm assuming this, I don't really know. I'm assuming. I know I showed up before, but I think I showed up in one of them groups again, and they was bashing my name, trying to tear my name down. Funny thing is, the information they were saying on there, nobody's ever brought to me, and there was some detrimental shit. But the truth of the matter is, man, it's like, look, you can either let people try to define you and who you are, or you can live in your own skin and continue to make your own decisions. Once again, people gonna talk about me, people gonna talk about you, they're gonna do that. But not once has anybody ever put their boots on and say, Rakif, today, I'm gonna pay your bills for you. Today, I'm gonna go accomplish all the things you say you're gonna do. Today, I'm gonna go get this girl for you. Today, I'm gonna make sure your bank, nobody. Ain't nobody do that for me. I got one person in mind, 3 people actually. I got 3 people in mind, 4 people that I'm thinking about, because I don't want to leave nobody out. They're going to start counting. I got 4 people in mind for real, that I know for sure got my back. Like, if I needed something, I could call on for real. 4 people. And that's pretty cool. I feel like that's a good number in today's society. Being a man, I got 4 people in my side, you know, in my bag. If I needed something that I could call on, really truly could rely on. Outside of that, ain't nobody I can rely on, man. Can't nobody really help me. Don't nobody want to help me. That's the caveat of being a grown man. That's the caveat of being an adult, right? So anyway, I use that as a real life scenario to say, look, I am not above the bullshit. It happens to me too. Matter of fact, it's starting to happen to me more because I have such a platform and I am who I am and I'm outspoken. And people want to tear that down, dog. I ain't even got to the place where I want to be yet. I'm really still building this, obviously, right? But what I've accomplished so far, I'm doing all right. People don't want to see that, though. There's not one woman I dealt with that was doing better than me. Not one. So I get it. And then when and I'm speaking from personal experience right now. When I put myself in a situation, and because I have that leverage, a lot of women, that makes them feel uncomfortable. Like, no, I don't think. I know I'm raw. I know I'm the rawest. I know I can move how I want to move, when I want to move. I know that I control the ship. I control the narrative. You can't box me in even if you wanted to. That's a very uncomfortable feeling for a person. You know what I'm saying? That's a very uncomfortable feeling for a person. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, but that's how I move. I move in a sense where somebody cannot control what the hell I do. Anyways, not to get too far off the topic. That's a dark side of dating. That people will talk shit about you to your face, in your face. I had made a post recently. And I can't remember if I said this on the show, but on my last show, but it happened to me recently. Matter of fact, the woman that's in mind of this whole scenario approached me and a woman that was out. I went to a little spot and I went to go grab some drinks, and she was all in her ear talking big cash shit about me. I said, man. And me and Shawty like ended things pretty well. Like, it wasn't no beef. It was all good. I said, look, you got my number. We good. I ain't never talked no shit about her. Still haven't. And won't. That ain't who I am. That ain't my character. That's not how I'm built. That's not how I'm molded. Some people just built on that shit. And that's fine. Some people are that's who they are. And that's cool. But that's not going to change my moral compass and my build up of who the fuck I am. At the end of the day, you gonna piss some people off. I'm good at it. I've been doing it for a long time. I piss people off when it comes to this content and when it comes to this dating, because you can't box me in. You can't put a chain on me. I put my own chains on, but you can't hold me back. You can't say. I seen. I'm kind of getting off topic, but I'm freestyling right now. We just gonna go with it. I seen a post, and I don't know how true it is, but it said something about the reason why Kevin Durant don't date and he like being single, not in a relationship. He said he felt like a relationship is too restrictive. And I kind of agree with him on that. Not everybody's, but I think the idea, the cookie cutter idea of what a relationship is very restrictive. And then women usually be the ones that impose the strictness. I want a man that's gonna do this, do this, do this, do this. You know how many women that came into my bachelor pad? I got concrete floors, concrete ceilings, concrete walls. This place is not built for a child. Hard edges, metal, and everything is masculine and hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I got a 1 bedroom in here. It's not built for a child. It's a loft. It's very masculine. It's very bachelor-esque. You know, it's single man. It's giving single man vibes 100%. That's exactly what I'm trying to give off. You know what they say, Rakif? Yeah, this is cool. It's real nice, but this isn't a place where you can raise a family. Who the fuck said I wanted to raise a family? Who the fuck told you that? Did I tell you that? Did that come outside my mouth? I didn't tell you that I want that. You want that. And that's cool. Maybe I do. And I know that clearly. But who the hell said I want to raise a family with you? And right now, like, where did that fucking come from? That's like me showing up to a woman and say, hey, this is a nice little car, but you're going to need a bigger car for you to fit all 8 kids. What? Who said I was having 8 kids? You see what I'm saying? Like, that only stop imposing your projection of what you feel like a relationship should be on that man. He don't want that. Ask him what he want. Most men don't want what you want. They want what they want. Last time I checked, I ain't never seen a man say he want a big white wedding. Leave it up to him. It's gonna be Jordan posters and Jerry Rice and footballs on the table, boxing gloves. That's not a man's style, man. Man don't. That's not our thing. That's a woman's thing. You see what I'm saying? Women deal with it, or men deal with it because they want the woman for whatever reason. I just think, look, if you in that space, that's whatever, bro. Do your thing. I'm talking about me personally. Me personally, I'm not going for it, bro. I feel like I've experienced enough. I've accomplished enough where I'm at in this space. And any man that's in this space, and this is why I'm talking through me. Like, if you can relate, dog. And you probably already know this. Don't give up your ship. Don't buy into that BS of that you need this, that, and the third. Your life is gonna drastically change, and you be like, oh, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be. No, because now you living in her world. Unless you create your own space and she comes into it, that's a different side. But we just talk about dating, and she talking about, oh, I want this, I want that, and I want a dog, and all that. I done had that shit told to me. I want a dog. I don't give a damn what. Once again, listen to me. Any woman that's watching this, because women do go back and watch my shows, especially since I'm dating, and they go back and they try to do research on me. Google me, baby. I don't want what you want. Sorry. I don't want what you want. I want what I want. And it's gonna be in your best interest to figure out what the hell that is, and start oppressing me and thinking that we gonna match. We're not on the same. Listen, trust me, because if I told you what I want, you would realize real quick that you don't fit those standards. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna just break it down. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Keep it a buck today. Here's the other dark side about dating. You gotta play the game. If you want to win at this thing called life, start dating with women. Women don't want real. They want the fantasy. See, real. I posted this picture with this clip with Dan Bilzerian. He was talking about, and it's in my last show. Go check it out. He was talking about how men will go approach a woman and give them all this. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with her and tell her how I feel. Women don't want that. If I walked up to a woman and said, "Look, I think you are so fucking fine." Like, damn, listen. I was over there. I saw you when you walked in. I seen your toes first, and I seen that booty and everything. I said, damn, I got to come holler at her. Listen, I don't know you from Can of Paint, but I want to take you home tonight. She'd be like, I'm good. I don't know you, man. Most likely. Can it happen? I mean, the odds are there, but they're not working in my favor. That's for damn sure. Give a damn how handsome you are. It's more much of an approach to be like incognito. I can think all those things, but I better not say them until the time is right. Keep that to myself. Keep it cool. I see a bunch of sexy women when I'm out. You think I'm yelling across the room to tell them? Most of the time, I act like I don't even notice them. Even though I'm like, damn, she fine. I don't tell her. That's what she want. She want the mysterious. They want the facade. They want the fantasy, dog. You got to play into the BS. So when it comes to dating, it's the same thing. But if I told you what I really wanted out of a woman and what that ideal woman was for me, for real, because we all have that, right? I have it too. But if I told you, you would immediately realize that this ain't gonna work. But I'm not gonna give up on it. When you tell me your situation, I understand where you at for real. I've already made my decision. Most likely, I'm like, yeah, nah, this ain't gonna work. I'm willing to still like kick it, but I know that I would never marry you. You come off of the married list in most cases, and now you in the maybe life partner, and that's even slim. And then it's like this just gonna be a cool time, and maybe I can learn something from her, or whatever. We gonna go about our business. But most women don't even fall in that category because they don't even know they don't even care. And that's my point. Most women don't care to actually, like, women that say, well, what do you want, Rakif? If I told you, you would fucking get up and leave. You ain't it. Not for long term. But if I was completely honest and I said, well, honestly, because of this X, Y, Z, so you don't really fall into that category. So I'm just hang out with you. I'm gonna sleep with you for a little bit in there. Then you gonna go about your business. If I told you that, you wouldn't stick around. No, you got to play the game. If I was honest with most of the women, full transparency, if I didn't sell you shit, the fantasy, if I didn't buy into it, if I wasn't cool and kicking it, if I just told you the honest truth, I'd be a boring, lonely, single man out here. Women don't want honesty. They want fantasy. Sell them the fantasy. A lot of women, they don't like that one. Hell no, why you telling men to do that? That's bull. See, this is the reason why things are the way they are. No, the reason why things are the way they are is because it's a cyclical nature. The reason why this shit is jacked up is because on one end of the spectrum, you got men that's trying to do the right thing and then they get bamboozled because of what a woman went through because dude did the wrong thing. And now the man that did the right thing and got bamboozled by the woman, he now finna go back and do the wrong thing. And then you got a woman that expect the right thing, but she done already been bamboozled. So she's already tainted. So now you got a tainted person with a tainted person. Then they just done. You cooked at this point. You the shit is over. It's gonna be trauma and turmoil unless you go really look at yourself and say, I need therapy. I need to come to grips with who I am and be okay with the decisions and be accountable with my fuck ups in life. I have children. I make XYZ amount of money. I didn't realize how important this shit was until I got this age. Now, here are my options. Either I can live with it or I'm going to just either try to do better or I'm not. It's that fucking simple to me. I did it. When I went through my situation with my ex, Man, I took a hard, long look in the mirror. I'm like, how did I end up here? I had all the right intentions. I mean, I was mad. I was mad at the world. I was mad at myself. I was mad at my ex. I'm like, look, I was a good idea of it, right? I was the best man I could be in that moment. I wasn't perfect, but I was the best man I could be in that moment with what I had to offer, my resources, and what I felt like I was putting my best foot forward on, until I realized that, dog, this ain't it. I chose the wrong woman, and I had to literally swallow that pill for myself. I chose her. Nobody said, hey, Rakif, you need to get with her. I chose that. And no matter how many red flags were written all over the relationship, I continued to push through, because everybody kept telling me that relationships are work. Relationships are work. You got to work through it. That is the biggest lie. Why don't you start telling people, first of all, you need to pick the right partner. That's where it starts, and not based off of conditions. Don't pick that person because they can conditionally do for you, which is a thing now. Oh, conditions are a thing, like people, and this is once again the cyclical nature of why this doesn't actually work. Because even though you may have boundaries with who you are, you don't have conditions placed on friendships. You don't have conditions placed on your mama. You don't have conditions placed on your siblings. You don't have conditions placed on close family members. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't never go to your home girl or your homeboy and say, hey, for us to be cool, man, you need to hit me up, XYZ. We need to go out every weekend. You don't do that. You've never done that. So where did this shit come from to where we start going into relationships with people thinking that if you're going to be my man or if you're going to be my woman, that you're going to have to do this? How about we say, do I bump my expectations of what it is I think I want? How about, do we organically just mesh? Because there's people out there that have successful relationships, and I want to thoroughly say I believe that that's probably most of how they work. They organically, genuinely like being around each other, and then everything else fell in place. They were best friends. They really close, so they can be transparent. They can talk about the hard things. It's easy to work on things because they genuinely care about this person. When shit get tough, they don't walk up and leave because they really love that person. They don't love that person because of what they can do. They love the person for who they are. I know that sounds fairy tale-ish, but every other relationship in life is like that. You'll deal with shit in your family and in your friendships with people that you actually give a damn about, but when it comes to a relationship, if he don't make XYZ amount of money, it's a damn problem. Well, you ain't tell that shit to your cousin that's always asking you for money. Oh, but that's family. Well, what the hell you think it is when you sharing the bloodline with a man? I rest my damn case, man. I'm gonna continue to go though, cause I'm cooking right now. We got to get out of that narrative to think that this shit is all about us, yourself. It should be about, I am who I am, you are who you are. When we meet in the middle of the table, if we rock with each other, and then we can make the decisions based off. Then we can have some real conversations, because now the foundation upon what it is that we have is built. You know what I'm saying? And then we can go from there. And I think people too get caught up. Listen, I know it's deeper than what I'm saying. It's childhood trauma. It's people that done went through shit. They're not emotionally stable. They have anger issues. They realize they feel like everything is against them. It's a bunch of shit rooted in like their circumstances. It's hard for them to get out of that space to actually realize, oh, okay, life is cool, because they haven't experienced life being cool yet. I get it. I said it before. It's tough out here. I understand. But this is what I'm trying to help people understand, including myself. I have to keep reminding myself of this because I'm in it with you. I'm going through it too. You have to count your blessings. You have to be okay with you being you. And you have to understand that when you put expectations, and even when you don't, man, people still gonna let you down. That's just the nature of being a human. People are unpredictable. People are not reliable. It's a surprise when they are. It's appreciated when they are. But sometimes it can definitely make you feel like you either exchange the wrong energy and information with somebody, or when somebody doesn't necessarily follow through like as expected, you have to be okay with understanding that the world don't revolve around you, and that That's okay. You don't have to be around me. I think the biggest thing for me that I tell myself and I'm not in the situation often, but I've been in there. I've been in the situation. When something don't go my way, especially like with a woman, I have to remind myself, I don't want nobody to be here that don't want to be here. And I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be desired with both sides, right? You want to be somewhere where somebody wants you there, when somebody actually doing. If you find yourself constantly having to hit somebody up first, it's not really a good situation to be in. It's a good situation if you're on the receiving end of it, but not necessarily a good situation to be in if you're the one doing it. And I'm just saying, if you're okay in that space, more power to you. Sometimes the steady game can outlast, I know a woman, from what I hear, her now husband had been chasing her for 14 years prior to them getting together. Hey, he outlasts everybody else, and now they married. The question that I would have is, what happened in them 14 years? While you was on the sideline. Clearly, he don't care. And some men are like that. They don't care. You're like, bro, I got the prize. And if that's how you feel, hey, that's how you feel. I respect it. I don't, but I do. Like, I respect it because that's your decision. I would never do it, though. But that's me. And I'm not you and you're not me. So, that's fine. I wouldn't recommend it. That's another. I would never say, hey, bro, be the sideline man for many, many, many years while she tell you about all the men that she slept with and relationship issues she had, and then be the friend. And that's what a lot of guys get in the friend zone. They feel like they can outlast the next man, and then he been there for so many years, and she get with somebody else. Or she might get with you. Sometimes you do that works, but at that point she's settling. She like, yeah, might as well. Man. Anyway. We vibing today, man. We vibing today. Like, comment, share, subscribe. For real. Y'all know the business. I just had to jump on here and vent real quick. I don't want to outlast. I love doing this, but I feel like I got my exercise in for the day. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I dropped some gems, man. Hopefully you learn something. Hopefully you can relate. And this is just one of those rant sessions, man, where I need to just come on here and just kind of like spill the beans about this shit ain't always peaches and cream. It's dark side. There's some bullshit that come with this dating thing. But the good thing about it is, once you learn it, you can then process it and then move on, and hopefully you won't get burned by it again because you've been through it before. It's not a surprise. So anyways, man, I shout out to y'all, man. Once again, follow the Instagram. You know what I mean? And we gonna do what we do, man. I keep looking out the window. I got a window right here that's like right down one of the main street, so it's a lot of activity, and sometimes not some bad sights. Anyway, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed, and of course, man, enjoy your beautiful day. Today's Sunday. Not sure where you at. If you're watching this live, I appreciate you. Leave a comment down below. Say 100. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up or whatever you got to do. Make sure you like it. It's going to help the algorithm. And, of course, you can always go to thejahmadshow.com and pick you up some merch. That's another way you can support the show, right? You go to thejahmadshow.com. I got all my episodes up there. You can follow the show that way. You can also get to the PLP website, which is what I got on today, PLP Apparel. I will be dropping this soon on the site. Maybe I'll drop it today if y'all really showing interest. And yeah, man, join the newsletter, buy some merch, pick some stuff up, man. Support the show in any way you can. If you want to go past just a like, comment, share, subscribe, you can always go to thejahmadshow.com and pick you up something nice. With that being said, man, once again, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. And until next time, love, peace.